Alrighty, chat, what's up? How we doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you're doing well, having a fantastic start to your Thursday. We got more gaming to do today. I spent a lot of time yesterday looking for that Synesty. We finally got it. And now there's a shiny apple calling my name. And that's not in a metaphorical sense, that's in an incredibly literal sense. Today we're looking for shiny Applin. That's the game plan. I might take a little bit at the beginning to do some more raids looking for Herba Mystica. I spent last night getting another Pokemon ready to help out with the dens. So we got all sorts of stuff to do. First off, hello, hi, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, it took like an hour last night. Switch over to the other scene. And trained up my boy Hans. Got him most of the way squared away. I do need to add to some defense real quick, and I need to switch out close combat for Drain Punch, but Drain Punch requires me to get like Krogunk poison or something, so I have to go find Krogunks to go catch and then get the TM that way, so we'll do that in a bit. But it's like 99% ready, so now we have 2 if not 3 viable Terra Raid Pokemon for the 5 and 6 stars. I think we'll start out by checking one out pretty much right away. There's a good steel one over here, which could be something good for Ursaluna. Yeah, I want to try to get Herba Mystica. That way, you know, hopefully finding the shiny doesn't take 5 hours like it did yesterday. So seems like spending a little bit of time to try to find some Herba Mystica isn't a bad trade-off for the potential time saved down the road. That's pretty much what I got for today. And if we find the apple, perhaps we look for some other shinies as well, but I figured that Applin will take a while to begin with, so I didn't want to plan too much and then be stuck spending all day looking for Applin. So I'm just gonna start out with a couple of basic raids. That's the game plan. I spent last night also downloading Starfield, which is a new game I've seen a lot of. And I was thinking about playing it today. I think I'm gonna play it tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of close out this shiny hunting saga and put a nice cap on pretty much everything before DLC 1, because I think I'll take a few days off from this game right before the DLC comes out. Yeah, Starfield is the space Skyrim, essentially, like Fallout / Skyrim. Pretty much just build your character, do whatever the hell you want, and there is like a bit of a story. But yeah, so I think I'll play that tomorrow and maybe a little bit. I don't know if I'll be live this weekend. I got some stuff going on, so maybe like Monday, Tuesday of next week if it's pretty fun. We'll check it out. But I wanted to kind of close out this saga. I felt like that it made more sense to do these streams back to back. Need any help with raids? I mean, you can join in if you want to. I think I'd be the one helping you, if I'm being completely honest, but it's not meant to be mean, but I think the 5 stars are mostly chill. But I'm happy to open these up if people want. Just have to hit online mode. That's not very difficult. I'll join. Okay, let me just toss it in online mode, then I'll start getting codes. Might take me a minute to find a raid that I think is actually like good, but there are also certain Pokemon that boost your chances of getting Herba Mystica, so I'm gonna try to find one of those that checks all the boxes. And then whoever's in chat can join if they please. Yeah, there's a particular list of Pokemon that give you better odds. I might join in a little bit if that's cool. Absolutely, yeah. Anyone in chat at all who wants to join, feel free. I do only have a couple of Pokemon set up, so I won't be able to, you know, get through that many raids. I don't have a super crazy, you know, variety of Terra Pokemon that are like prepped for that, but always happy to join up and see what we can get done. So, I mean, with a team of 3 people that are actually playing, like, it should be pretty easy. But we're looking for... Oh, I forget who said it in chat yesterday. I think it was potentially Dream. No, I mean, we can take this one on pretty easy. It's not like... It's not one of the boosted Pokemon, but... We're looking for... There's like one Pokemon... There's 6 Pokemon that it's boosted for 5-star raids. I can just look them up, I think. Also... There's the code for anyone who wants to join. Once it connects. Q8FFJS. All right. The best Pokemon to seek out when farming 5-star Terra raids are Blissey. Okay, well, there's an order to this. Let me just type them in chat. Amoonguss, Blissey. I think it's Titan. Drifblim. ABCDE. Electros, Glalie. Gengar and Palafin. Here's the list. All right, let's fire this up. Oh, you're using the crocodile? What are we doing now? I mean, I guess that it doesn't really matter. Doesn't make a huge difference. Good morning, gamers. What's up, Dream? How's it going? Welcome back to more gaming action. Do I have? I do have Shiny Applin. We'll go put Shiny Applin up in the corner. He can go live up there for a little bit while we're doing some raids, but he's there in the manifestation corner, as I'll refer to it. But I did spend yesterday prepping in Iron Hands, so we also now have a fighting type to cover a little bit. But oh, I don't love a light screen, but I think we're using physical moves anyways, so doesn't matter a whole lot. Yeah. They grow up so fast. Yeah, I mean, chat's been helping me along the way. You guys have been helping me figure out how to do this. Didn't even have time for 2 attacks. Sorry. Let me switch out my Joy-Con real quick too. Wait. Oh dear, I hit the power button. Oh, that's no good. That might have... Yeah, I boofed it. I think. Taking names left and right. I mean, the Grimmsnarl haven't exactly posed me a huge problem. No Herba Mystica though. We now have the extended list of Pokemon that have boosted Herba Mystica odds. I think it might be an event because there's been hella Grimmsnarl all over the map. I feel like it might be an event. Let's see, Dark type. Let's do that because then we can use Iron Hands. I got a 5-star Blissey. Oh, word. Don't drop the code for that. I'm happy to hop in. Should probably know this already, but the event ones do not drop Herba. Okay. I did not know that. Or I might have known that and been told that before and then forgot, so... Hopping on this 5-star Blissey because that should have boosted odds. So those Blissies that are on sparkling crystals, they only drop shards. Okay, that makes sense because I did one yesterday after stream and I was like, holy shit. I just got like Terra shards of every single type. Wait, is this what type was this one? Flying? Ooh. Oh, fighting though. I guess we can do this. We give Hans a chance. I mean, the Blissey doesn't exactly pose like a huge threat. Yeah, he has Thunder Punch. I need to switch out Close Combat for Drain Punch when I get it, though. I just need to grab the materials to craft the TM. I'm out of Krogunk Poison, which I find a little bit ironic considering in other games I've just been farming Krogunk for the last week. Or should I say a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize that Iron Hands learned Belly Drum on its own, so I spent so much time trying to get it through like egg moves. It's like, why is this not working? And then I looked it up and I was, oh. Just learns it at like a level 82 or something. Let's see what this does. Decent. Yeah, the paradoxes don't even breed. I probably should have realized that. But I was like, why is this not work? I can't figure this out. And yeah, it's very simply the fact that it just learned it on its own time. Okay, as long as you don't do one thing that's really going to bother me, and we're chilling. Alright, hopefully the shield's down. I think terrestrializing was worth it, so we'll just... Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, okay. So the bar still had health, but it said it fainted and then it froze for 30 seconds. Yep. Good game. It's a good game, chat. It's a good game. Oh. Froze again. Yep. Alright, well. Let me go seek out some other Pokemon on this list for Herba. For that sweet, sweet Herba Mystica. Alright, no, just a bunch of shards. Okay. Well. That was a 5-star though, so it was... We're looking in the right spot. Oh yeah, the dark ones we're going to check out. Off to some more raids. Want whatever this item is, that's all I'm trying to grab. All right. We are looking for not that. We're looking for like 6 or 7 Pokemon. That wasn't one of them. So I just scoot around for a little bit looking for different 5-stars that actually have business beating. I think it's kind of the crossover of like, 1, is it one of the Pokemon it needs to be? 2, is it a Terra type that I can actually fight? 'Cause I do have a pretty limited pool still of what's going to work and what's not. But we'll do this for a little bit longer and see what we come up with. If we just have the one Herba Mystica from yesterday. Got Blissey again, but we don't want that, right? I don't know. This list says that Blissey has boosted odds, but at the same time, we just got a bunch of shards from it. Only if it's a regular 5-star. Okay, is that if it's not glowing then on the map? Or is that if it's glowing, but... Yeah, how do we differentiate the regular from the irregular, I suppose? Okay, well... One that's not all sparkly. So am I looking for the wrong ones? Because I'm looking for all the sparkling ones? So I thought the sparkling ones just meant that it was 5-star. Those are all the events. Okay. Then I've been looking in the wrong place the entire time. So I need to find a regular 5-star. This makes a lot more sense now. But hold on. How'd I get Herba Mystica from one of the sparkling ones yesterday, I thought? I don't think you did. Didn't I get... I got a spicy Herba Mystica at the end of yesterday's stream, though, I thought. Or was it from a 6-star? Who knows, man. Maybe it was from a 6-star? Okay, I did a bunch of 6-stars. I thought I did the 5-stars, but maybe I'm... I don't know, man. I can't keep track of it all. I think you're right, though. Okay, this is a 5-star Amoonguss, which I think has boosted. And it's not shiny or anything. So this is a big one here. I'll join. Hop in. If anybody's looking for it, invite code will be on the screen in just a few seconds. Should eat. Eat fire sandwiches. Communication ended due to an error. Nice. When you say fire sandwich, like just fire and nothing else, or fire and Herba Mystica? Okay. I'll make the sandwich that is in the chat. 1 basil, 1 chorizo, 1 green pepper, 1 jalapeno, 1 onion, chili sauce, mustard, and pepper. Let's go creative mode. Okay. Green bell. Chorizo. How do I not have basil? I do. Oh, basil. Jalapeno. One onion. Nice. Basil, chorizo, jalapeno. Mustard. Pepper. I don't have chili sauce. Oh, I do have chili sauce. Okay. It's gonna be such an interesting sandwich. Some nice peppers. Some nice basil leaves. Like the meat side of this and the veggie side of this. This thing's gonna taste really good, chat. Just look at that. Just look at that. I'm a no! One of my basil leaves ran away. I don't know if that's gonna count as much. One of the basil leaves fell off because it glitched. You can join with others to eat sandwiches. Maybe we should do that sometime. Virtual picnic with the boys. You have to sit through some weird ass animation. A tasty James original. Yep. Very original. Oh, it's fuck. Oh, it's good for sharing Herba Mystica. Okay, so that was... I got fire level 1 because it got messed up, but that's alright. Or is it worth doing again? Because I only got level 1 on the fire thing. Press left. Might just run it back quickly. It's easy enough to do if I just don't get bad sandwich physics. Onion, green pepper, chorizo, jalapeno, basil. Next, Mustard, chili sauce, pepper. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep doing a couple more raids. Why not? Might as well farm, or at least try to farm the Herba Mystica while we're going. We got people here for it. Might as well. I'm having a good time. Also, does not using the top bun matter still? Like, can you just toss the top bun so I don't risk my delicate sandwich stack? You don't need top bun. Okay. I'm gonna put my basil in the dead middle. I swear to God, if that flies off. How? Are you joking? I put it in the middle of everything. This is like something a pig would eat. You're lucky you don't work at Subway. Yeah, I'd be fired, chat. I'd be fired. Look at that. Nice sandwich right there. I'm still mad. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm, chat. Me and these basil leaves have beef. That's why you're going to want to save before using the Herba Mystica. I did save before this, so I could just reset and save my ingredients from every time I've wasted them by them flying off the thing. But I also have like $300,000 in this game to just go buy more. All right, the basil, everything else is going on one side of the sandwich. Basil's going on its own side. The onion is phasing through the chorizo. That's good. Bear in mind, this in no way guarantees the drop. I know, it just like boosts how much you could get if we get the drop, right? Taking a risk here with putting the jalapenos on the bait. Put that shit as far away as possible. That jalapeno's hanging on. Gives it 2 extra rolls. Okay, that's worth it. That was worth the pain and suffering I went through. If this isn't level 2, I'm blowing up my Switch. All right, I apologize for that taking so long, and we'll see. This should be level 2. Ultra 5 alarm sandwich. There we go. Yeah, raid power 2. Let's go. All right, now that that took... Don't forget to give your Pokemon the goggles unless you're using Ursaluna. I was just going to use Ursaluna. But I suppose let that be a warning to other people joining this raid. All right, code is on screen in just a second. Once this loads. I'm really gonna have to do the disconnect, reconnect. We're gonna hit a little DC reconnect. See if that fixes it. Bro. My internet really chose now. I'll send the raid sandwiches in the Discord for future reference. I appreciate that. If you just want to toss me like the Pokemon channel, that'd be the best. That would be the best. All right, Ursaluna, good. Challenge as a group. Swear to God, please. I worked so hard to make my sandwich and prepare for this moment. All right, there we go. B4H, D1H. Join up. But realistically, I can just keep using the one Herba Mystica. And just resetting every 30 minutes once I get to the 60 knockouts. I think the Nintendo Wi-Fi is fumbling right now. If yet another sticky note with all the tally marks on it. I have like 5 of these on my desk right now. All right, let me know if that's working. If not, I can try joining a different Wi-Fi network and seeing if that works. Because it seems like people are encountering some issues. Okay, nobody could connect, then I will cancel this. Go to this, just change this one. It's even taking a long time on my end to disconnect from the raid. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, come on, Scarlet and Violet, I believe. What Wi-Fi am I on? My Switch is just frozen. That's... I don't think I want that one either. Trying some different things here. I think I've talked about this on stream before, but like the actual router that came with the Wi-Fi, like when I got set up, is so bad. Like the Wi-Fi just cuts out constantly. So it makes connecting to stuff really, really bad. So you have to have like a secondary router and all these extenders and all this stuff to get Wi-Fi to ever work. So, forgive me as I continue to attempt to find solutions. Okay, there's a different password than I thought. See if this works or not. But yeah, I can always just do the unable to connect to the network. Errors will be displayed. Okay, I got one more trick up my sleeve. Try one more thing. Dude, my sandwich is gonna run out in this amount of time. Yeah, unable to connect to the network. Cool. Awesome. Great. Love that. So the only network I can connect to doesn't work. I have 30 minutes, bro, at this rate. I've tried every other network connection I have. Can someone else host and you join? I mean, yes, that could work, but the only problem is I'm at the raid that we want. So I have to be the one to host it. Oh, there we... Wow, one of these actually fucking worked. And then I go offline. So I decided to step away from the raid. That was the whole point. Good grief, man. And a primate just ran through me. Okay, I'm now connected to the internet. Please, for the love of God, fire the sub chat, see if you can join, and if not, then I have no solutions past what I've offered thus far. Join up if you can. Let's see if the Wi-Fi network feels like working. Let's find out. My Switch is frozen. Get an ice heal. Goddamn. That took me so long to put together, but... Alright, we got at least one here. It's working now. PCYRXL. That's the code. All right, 3 out of 4. There we go. All right. Well, say that I'm ready, but let everybody pick their... Do I have to take a particular Pokemon? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I think with the 4 of us, we will be plenty all right. Also, I can't wait to see this Umbreon because I have a sneaking suspicion. Whoa. It's Among Us. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's so sick. I love Umbreon's shiny so much. Oh, and we got Reflect set. Hell yeah. Oh, we're gonna be chilling. Wait, all stat changes were eliminated. Shit. Well, that's not good. Just attack it. I'm gonna fire this up one more time and see. Oh, whoever used taunt, you are a savior. All right, this should probably do it. Nice. All right, well, that was, yeah, GG's. GG's. What are the shiny odds on these? Probably the same. Yeah, so 1 in 4096. Which I think has been a big, like, point of contention with a lot of people because they've added different... Damn. Would it be shiny for all of us? Yes. In this, it would be. It is different than Dynamax Adventures in that way. I believe that if it is a shiny, like a guaranteed shiny... Oh, the shiny is checked on James's. But I thought for the, like the Gimmighoul raids, people were finding shiny Gimmighoul dens and then... Oh, that's right. If I found it, I could save in front and like share it with you guys. But wouldn't that also mean that we all get the shiny? Or would I just have to like share it with you guys? Like... Because that was the whole thing for the Gimmighoul raid. I'm gonna go look for more 5-star dens. The role is not independent. Okay. Gotcha. I have a meeting now, but I'll be back after. Good luck in the meeting. Hope it goes well. And we'll catch you when you get back. Star. One's shining. All right, might run 4-star Dragon Ditto. And I'll look for a few more while I have this fire sandwich, but I think this is like the last fire den. Although it looks to be a 5-star. It is not one of the boosted Pokemon though. But can you catch Ditto easily in this game? I actually don't remember. I think I'm thinking of Zorua, where you would like catch a Pokemon, be like, oh, sick, it's this, and then it would just switch and be Zorua, but I don't think Ditto does that in this game. So. Anyone wants to hop in another raid, feel free. I think I'll do like 1 or 2 more, and then I'll just start looking for Applin. Because I'm guessing it might still take a while. Our final count from yesterday. Reset it. Move the number a little bit. Alrighty. Oh, I don't want to change my Pokemon. Alright, we got one NPC to join and carry us through. NPC streamer in the lobby. Maybe. Yeah. It's so funny that it's an Umbreon again. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Not shiny though. Yeah, we tanked that. do one of these. I'm sorry, guys. I let you down. Didn't quite knock it out in one hit. My apologies. Fell off. Alright, well, it took down my +6 as well. So at some point in like the next 5 minutes, I'll be able to make a move, but in the meantime, just have to hang out. Well, apparently it's used, I think its third move, while also negating both effects on our side and their side. Oh, and it's using its third move, fourth move in a row. I haven't attacked in over a minute. Wow, the game decided I'm allowed to attack again. Cool. Yeah, that was my third move I just got to use. And we are a third of the way through the bar. Shit. Was spamming A and accidentally used the wrong attack. Guess I'm waiting another 4 minutes. Yeah, now that I brought our timer down to half. We need to terrestrialize though. If we do that, I don't even think I need a belly drum. One of those should do it. Oh, it's gonna be close. It is gonna be close. Just the animation alone is probably going to get us down to like the final clock where then it does another animation to tell us that the game is almost over. All right, we clutch up in the end, but yeah, the entire planet being on the bear's head is a little bit goofy looking. I agree with that. I have a meeting, but I don't have anything to, or have to do anything, so I'm still participate. I think I'll do like 1 or 2 more raids, and then we'll switch over to shiny hunting, because if I don't start shiny hunting, might take a while. Still no Herba Mystica though. Real gamer. True. Real gamers play video games during their meetings. I didn't want to do that. Cancel. All right, what else do we got? I don't think we have any more fire raids, which is unfortunate. Should check the steel one. I can check ice too because I have a fighting type. When do Mewtwo raids end? The 17th. If you watch my YouTube short, you would know. That's all I'm saying. But if you get a Mew actually like prepared, then I think we could grab one more person from stream and do it like one of these days. Because Pax now has a Mew that's good. I have one that's good. Dream and Mads both had one that was good. So basically, if you just get yours for attack mode, I think somebody else would run support. I could also boot up my copy of Scarlet and then trade the Mew over to this game to train it again and have a support Mew. Okay, Raichu, but that is not one of the boosted Pokemon, so keep moving. It's Shelgon? Guess I could also date skip, but 5-star Weavile. I think we're still looking for anything that's on the list of... Where was it? Amoonguss, Blissey, Satitan, Driftblim, Electros, Glalie, Gengar, Palafin. I think that specifically is what we're looking for. Is a game lag more if it's connected to internet, or am I tripping? I mean, you could honestly... You could be spot on. I feel like that wouldn't surprise me to find out something like that. I don't know that I feel mine specifically lagging anymore, but... Check these two raids over here. Poison and Steel are both easy to take on. Is Steel weak to ground and fighting, or just fighting? Grab all these items. These berries are really helpful, so I'm glad I'm getting them. Because these all help with EVs. So keep them coming, game. Keep them coming. Four-star Ditto. There's a Steel raid right over here. Yeah, apparently there are Gengar raids. It'd be pretty sweet if we could find one. But in the meantime, we continue to just look for raids that are boosted odds for Herba Mystica. 3-star, goddamn. Making me work for it. Alright. Let's check a couple more. I think one more raid and then I'll switch over to hunting for Applin. Are there Cerulege raids? I have to... maybe not Cerulege, but definitely Charcadet. I've seen Charcadet raids. I'm unclear about Cerulege. I think also because it's a version exclusive, it might not be. Because they're going to want you to play the other game. So. Alright, still not one of the boosted Pokemon. It is 5-star, but... We'll keep looking. I'll just do another lap. Yeah, this does seem to be lagging pretty bad. All right, maybe I've done all the raids I can do for today. Starting to get that vibe. Go check this one, and if not, then we'll just start hunting Applin, which requires a bunch of date skipping anyways, but which I could use to my advantage, but I don't feel like spending the entire day running around just walking up to Terra dens to see if they're 5 stars and if they're one of the Pokemon or not. I feel like that's more of an offline task. All right, yeah. Not seeing anything. So with that, I will instead Excalibur's fine. Open up the map and we start. Actually, let me take this offline too. Maybe my game will run a little bit smoother. Do that. And now we start date skipping. Looking for an Applin outbreak. One of these days I have to redeem myself and hunt Dragonair or Dratini, but pretty sure about the only place there can be an outbreak is in here, so just keep the cursor focused on that and we'll start. Oh, still the Americas. Thank you. All right. Unless there's something crazy cool and rare and epic. I already have you shiny. I already have you shiny. Which is crazy to say in this game considering how little shiny hunting I've done, but stay over the tag tree thicket. How we doing, Chad? How's the week been? Got looking forward to big weekend plans? Anything good on the radar? Well, the Mewtwo raid was in the tag tree thicket, but not exactly what I had in mind. Capsicid I feel like could be a cool one, but I think would be really annoying to look for. Started work full time this week's been kind of crazy. Hope it's going well though. Hope you're enjoying it. Stacking that bread a little bit. All right, let's just speedrun this. I'm really liking it. That's good to hear, man. Always good to hear. Always good when you start a new job, and I feel like you can usually tell pretty quick if things are going to be good or bad. Hearing that they're good is always good news. I feel like you can usually pick up on the vibes like first week or two. For some reason that didn't update any of these. Nope. What about you? Mostly just hanging out. Been a pretty chill week compared to like the last couple weeks, so it's honestly been kind of nice. Like finally didn't spend the entire week running, you know, around and trying to organize like getting stuff set up and moved around, and like, so that's been good. That's been pretty good. Otherwise though, been pretty chill. Honestly, don't mind. Another Sinistea outbreak. We could go run it back, chat. We can go run back the Sinistea outbreak. But mostly just like hanging out, trying to work out here and there, looking for jobs. That's been the main thing. Just trying to find something like chill to do in the meantime, like looking for full-time stuff eventually, but maybe something I can just do remotely. I don't know if I have to like change the month maybe. Like Applin outbreaks only happen a certain time of year. I feel like I might be overthinking this a little bit, but I'll Google the English name. Here's the Dutch job title. Industrial warehouse worker. Gotcha. So just like usually like organizing stuff or like shipping, receiving, plus editor. Gotcha. I knew you were doing some editing stuff too still. I'm getting in my rhythm of date skipping now, chat. Getting dangerous. That doesn't seem to be changing the outbreaks, so I don't know if I'm just not giving the game enough time to load and switch up, but basically they come in with these big packages. I unpack them, check if everything's okay, etc. If we get an order, I gotta go in the warehouse and collect all the stuff. Took it because it's very active and social, which is a nice contrast from editing. That's an incredibly insightful thing to think about. Like, oh, my other job is kind of just like by myself sitting in place. I'm gonna switch it up. That's cool though. Sounds pretty fun. Honestly, I'm just thinking like any job I can take where I kind of just get to hang out. And then if I can listen to a music or podcast, that's like my main thing. I can listen to music or podcast while I'm working, typically. That's all I really need. All right, I'm going to do something weird and just change the month. Nope, nope, nope. Not what I wanted to do. Actually, I guess we've gone back in time, but I don't know how rare. Actually, wait, I need to make a dragon sandwich too. I should have done that earlier. Need to make a dragon sandwich to increase my odds of finding a Applin outbreak. I forget which one of these I said it was. You want encounter power dragon. Oh, right there. Nice. I've done it as a vacation job type thing for years and always enjoyed it, so why not do it for real now? Fair enough, man. Fair enough, and I'm glad to hear you're liking it. Look at that masterpiece, chat. Look at that masterpiece. It's 2023 and some people don't even know how to use Zoom. I mean, yeah. I don't know what part of the screen they're sharing. People know. Oh, dude, people never mute in calls. It's so annoying. We need another lockdown, stay learn. I don't know that we need another lockdown. I don't know that we can take that. Not so soon. Are you shiny hunting now? No more raids. Yes, just like I said I would do. It's not the same. Had volume off for a bit. Okay. But yes, no more raids. So if I ever want to find this shiny, well, first of all, I have to find the outbreak. And I'm, you know, budgeting a few hours to find the shiny, so. I was on a decent, like, pace of encounters yesterday, but these Applin are hard to come by. But like I said, I've gotten my groove now. No, for the most part. But it's like getting in my groove and almost turned the switch off, but okay. The outbreaks and stuff are changing, but just not to what I need, chat. I might need some Applin luck in the chat. If such a thing exists. If such a thing exists, I might start asking for it. Apple luck. With that emote, I don't know how we couldn't find apples. It's the same like Venomoth outbreak a number of times. What's the item that increases EXP again? Egg something. It's the lucky egg, I think. I believe it is the lucky egg. But if you're just trying to get levels on stuff, honestly, the best way to do it is one, make a normal type sandwich and go fight a bunch of Chansey. Or two, just do the Blissey raids. They give so many EXP candies. From doing just a couple raids, I have evolved, I think, 3 Pokemon to level 1, or leveled 3 Pokemon to level 100 in like the last couple days. Just using the candies. Which takes so much less time. I'm gonna start Googling about this Applin raid. Or outbreak. Gotta level up my shiny Mareep. Let's go. I forgot that I have a couple shiny Mareep in PDSP still, I think. Alright, let's look this up. Applin outbreak location Pokemon Scarlet. Easy AFK shiny Applin method. And a second ride while finishing the story. Doesn't matter which one. Herba Mystica. Hag Tree Thicket. Oh, it takes multiple Herba Mystica? Are you joking? Okay, that method seems really stupid, I'm gonna be honest. All right, well, not really seeing a whole lot in the way of... It just says that the outbreaks can show up or they don't. Not a whole lot of explanation given. So, I think we just keep going. I would say that the outbreaks are random, but they really don't seem to be. Like, I've seen the same couple of Pokemon in similar locations over and over again. So the only other factors I can think of are the month and the time of day. But I don't necessarily know that either of those matter. So we'll just keep grinding. Unfortunate that we are not finding it as fast as we did Sinistea. Well, at least the outbreak, that is. Because Sinistea took its sweet ass time being found, so. I've seen like the same 5 to 6 outbreaks, it feels like. Can you mass release in Scarlet and Violet? I don't know. I am unsure. Maybe the game knows you're trying to trick it? Maybe, but like... The fact that all the outbreaks are changing and all the Terra raids... clearly shows that it, like, is progressing time. Like it's supposed to. every once in a while it doesn't change, but like the fact that all of these are changing every day proves that it's working in some respect. But still nothing. But I wouldn't be surprised with the mass releasing too if that was another great feature they added to Arceus that they immediately got rid of again. Maybe besides the battling mechanics, that game might have the best like overall mechanics across the board. I remember I did that change time sheet with some dumb build your own Smurfs Village app, and I got a message, Papa Smurf is disappointed in you. Ain't been the same since. Bro, Papa Smurf changed your life like that. That's crazy. Sword and Shield has a piece of dialogue kind of like that in the post game on the Isle of Armor, so the DLC. You have to get this like panda bear and evolve it. That's the whole point of the entire DLC. That's it. It's the whole plot. But you can do this like insane time skip if you just take the panda bear Pokemon like out of your game. Like if you just trade it to Pokemon Home. And the NPC will give you all this like weird dialogue. It's like, no, like, you sure you're not trying to cheat me right now? Because it's not in your party. It's nowhere in your it's nowhere in your boxes either. Did you get rid of it? And you just have to be like, nope, it's fine. And then you can just save like an hour and a half of time. So that's Papa Smurf is disappointed in you. That's so funny. Well, I think Papa Smurf would just be beside himself with the disappointment at this rate. So I'm sorry, Papa Smurf. Forgive my trespasses. I even put Applin in the manifestation corner. It's done nothing for me. Nope. BRB. All right, we'll catch you when you're back. I mean, at the rate I'm doing this, we'll have worked through basically the entire year, so. If it's a month thing, then I don't think it'll matter that much. But I honestly did not anticipate this taking as long. But it's not like it's actual difficult work. It's just kind of annoying, but I might try changing the time a little bit too. I don't think that really matters either. I think it's just like a daily thing. I don't know when it rolls over, but assume it would just be midnight. And that way, if I like don't jump the time ahead a bunch, we have more time to do with the outbreak. Like, we don't risk the clock hitting 12 and rolling over to the next day. I don't think my dragon sandwich will have worn off yet. Oh, because I'm time traveling, that might have something to do with it. At least in the game's eyes. A different Sinisty outbreak, really? Okay. See, the game knows. But I guess that also just shows you there are some outbreaks that are insanely rare in certain spots, which I'm guessing Applin is about as rare as they come. So. Just check, see if my sandwich is... Yeah, my sandwich is still going, so... That isn't a problem. Is your roommate a doctor? Maybe he's keeping the apple Pokemon away. He's not a doctor, so... It's good. It's a good thought, though. At this point, we got to get creative, so... Okay, they're... Seeing the occasional outbreak here, and they've all been different, so... It gives me hope. But it's crazy to think that I will spend like an hour of my day probably just doing this. But I'm dedicated to finding this shiny apple, man. Sinisty and Applin have tried to hide from me, but doing my best to find them. Alright, well, it's like the third month we're gonna start working through now. The only other thing I can think of is that the game like can't handle how fast I'm switching the date and isn't loading in time, but I don't necessarily think that's the problem. Are you fully closing the game? No, you don't need to. That's the beauty of this system, is you don't need to close the game. And I am confident that this method works. One, I did this literally yesterday, and two, I've watched people do it and have it work, so. I don't know if there's like a set rotation that these are on or if they're just random. Don't really know what the deal is. I've finished Breaking Bad. Yes, I finished it like a couple months ago. Stand by. I think that's the best show I've ever seen. So good. It is so good. And I started watching Better Call Saul. I haven't watched that again in a while. I have not seen El Camino either. I've been telling some friends I wanted to watch that for a while. We just haven't picked a time to do it. Whew. Come on, game. Give me something. We're seeing cryogonal outbreaks, really? I'm only saying that because I literally have not seen an outbreak of that thing the entire day, so that's pretty rare. I'd watch it before Better Call Saul. It makes more sense timeline-wise. Okay. That's good, because when I started watching Better Call Saul, I was very confused. I've started to understand it a little bit more now, but... So hopefully I'll watch that in the next like week or two. But just everything that, I don't know like who directs. I don't remember the name of the director, but whoever has like written and directed those, just the amount of thought they put into everything is incredible for a TV show. I feel like you don't really ever see that elsewhere. I think I have a list of a lot of TV shows and movies I want to watch that I don't know. I don't really make the time for them, so Vince Gilligan. But when I watched Breaking Bad, I watched it with my roommates, both of whom had like seen it before. One of them more recently, like one a couple of years ago. I think he had rewatched it a couple times. And so he could point out after certain episodes like, oh, here's this like little detail or this little piece of information you like never considered. And one of the things that he told me like towards the middle of watching the show, that was not really like a spoiler in any way, is that over the course of the 5 seasons, Walt's clothes progressively get like darker and darker. So he starts wearing like very light, more like colorful, like happy colors, what you'd consider. And then like by the end, he's just wearing a lot of like dark blues and blacks, reflecting his evil, chat. So little stuff like that. Some of the names of the episodes are incredibly clever. One that comes to mind is the last episode of season 4. That one's like you get to the end and then you look at the name of the episode and you're like, God damn it, they've done it again. Film school flashbacks in a good way or a bad way. Oh, I would love a Paldean Wooper outbreak. Well, I would love one. It's right there. But I would love a shiny Paldean Wooper. But today, we have one Pokemon on the mind. And it is Applin. Or, well, it's Applin, but... just discussing extremely tiny details in what they mean or reflect. I go back and forth on stuff like that. I kind of love it in some instances and I kind of hate it in others. I mean, one thing for me was always like English class had a lot of that shit, but it was... English, it was always like, oh, this is up to your interpretation. But then you'd say what your interpretation was and the teacher would be like, actually, that's not what they meant by that. Like, okay, did the author say what they meant by it? Well, no. It was never defined, but we as a collection of English teachers have decided what it means for you. And despite saying it's your own opinion, there is a right and wrong answer. That was always some bullshit, man. You'd read some play from the 1600s. Be like, well, what did that mean to you? I don't know, man. They thought witches existed, bro. I will say 2001: A Space Odyssey, good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very confusing in the beginning. I remember distinctly like pausing that movie 15 minutes in when it's a bunch of monkeys hanging around, just like hitting bone with bone. And I paused the movie and I looked at the title. I was like, am I watching the right movie? I was. Turns out it was actually a very important part of the movie, but that was when I had to watch that for one of my classes for a film music class. That was, I don't want to say like right when Chat GPT was popping off, but that was when I was hearing a lot about it in like my own life. Like a lot of podcasts I was listening to were constantly talking about Chat GPT. A lot of my friends were talking about it. People were talking about it for like classes and stuff. And watching that movie alongside like this massive popularization and almost like mainstreaming of Chat GPT was insane. Because there's like, that's a fundamental part of that movie is like the idea of a supercomputer and like some, you know, machine learning and that type of stuff and how it goes wrong. Love the music, the effects in the first and second part. I'm super split about the end. The end is very strange. And that was one of the like 6 different movies that I watched in that class that I finished, and then I looked up like, what does this mean? Because I had no distinct, like, I'm not sure what this means to me, frankly. Yeah, there's movies like that, or I mean, a much lesser scale is a movie like Inception, where at the end you're like, well, it could be this or it could be that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the like director said after the fact, he's like, yeah, this means nothing. There's no significance. I didn't intend it to mean anything. Which I think is kind of bullshit. I always feel like it's bullshit when people say that, especially like a director. But I think it does add to like the allure of the movie, like the draw of the movie and just like the impact of it. I think it's more meaningful that the guy who made it said it means nothing, but I disagree with his statement in that. I think that it meant something to him. He just says it doesn't. Because if that means something and people are like, oh, I don't like what it means, then everyone's out. But if it's like, it's up to your interpretation and it means nothing, actually, it's all mysterious and people get excited about that. Hot take, Inception is extremely overrated. I'd have to watch it back. Because I watched it like very briefly as I was falling asleep. Like I finished the movie, but I watched it in like a panic because they were taking it off of Netflix. I'm like, I have heard of this movie and I need to watch it so I can act like I'm in the know. And I didn't mind it, but like, it's one of those movies that also has a lot of, you have to get the trope to feel like in the in crowd. And I feel like in that movie, it's very easy to be like, I don't quite understand this. And so I feel like I'm very distanced from it. But it's all like a big circle and it all comes back to the beginning and they're sleeping, but they're not sleeping, you know? So it's some weird shit like that, but I thought the effects of that were really cool though, and some of the concepts I thought were pretty fun. Like how people could design their own like dream worlds essentially. And then the effects are pretty cool of like the world bending around them. Which I think for whatever year that came out, I'm sure was like pretty revolutionary in terms of effects, or like pretty insane. People act like it's super high concept, extremely complicated movie, but it's kind of just a heist movie with a little more thought put into it. I mean, at its surface, yeah. When I watched like a month ago, that's a heist. Oh, I watched one of the Ocean's Heist movies. It was all this shit, and then at the end, it's like, oh my god, they robbed this place days ago. That was like the whole surprise at the end. It's like, well, and it was a fun movie though. Like, you just don't look too deep into it. Enjoy it for what it is. All right, I have date skipped through about half of the calendar year at this rate. Not quite, but almost. Meeting, biggest waste of my time. Meetings almost always are. I stand by, like, 85% of meetings don't have to be a meeting. And I have my rules for meetings, and one, don't have meetings on Fridays. 2, don't have meetings in the afternoon. Like, anything past 2:30, 3 o'clock, save it for the next day. Unless the world's gonna end. There was literally no reason for me to be there except saying I was there. Gotta love that about the job, right? Like, you're in trouble if you don't go, but going, you do nothing other than prevent yourself from being in trouble for not going. Yeah, exactly. We're all lucky to live in times where we can just go to these meetings online, and you sat and were ready to do Pokemon Terra raids if I wasn't skipping through half the year looking for an apple on a screen. Yeah, I'm imagining a world like if you had to drive into the office for that and you're just like, well, that was a complete waste of my time. Still no apple. It's been almost, I think, an hour of just doing this. All right, I'm back. Dream, welcome back. Any luck? Not with literally anything. Nothing in the raids. I've date skipped through close to half a year and have not found the Applin outbreak. Is remote work big in America, or did it kind of also go away after COVID? It stayed very relevant for like the next year or two. I think as of like the last 6 months, there's been a really big push for people to stop working remotely. Like a lot of companies are starting to add like you need to be in the office this many days a week. So it's usually like 3. No, I did not get a single herba, nor have I found an Applin outbreak in the last hour. You could consider me very unsuccessful on every front of what I've attempted to achieve today so far. But at the same time, I think there's like a new variant kind of cropping up. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some companies go back to like a couple days a week remote. Yeah, some still have, like, I think I only have one friend who basically like cannot work remote. But I think it's so smart to have. It definitely gets abused, I think, in certain instances, but basically every study that's done like a non-traditional work week or like a non-5-day work week has proven that people are still similarly productive. which I feel like kind of backs up the fact, like, I think this period of time has proven that pretty much no company needs to be in the office 5 days a week. And I think for the sake of like sick days, traveling, I know a lot of people who could work remote because like they would go, you know, travel. They could go do their job and hang out with family, or like go see their friends. And like doing that stuff, if your employees are actually happy, holy shit, do they do a lot more work too. 4-day work weeks here are available. Let's go. Or like you talk about, I don't know, maternity leave, and like at the end of maternity leave, if someone can stay on working remote so they can still be at home, that's huge compared to like, all right, your 8 weeks are up, say goodbye to hanging out with your baby ever again. Like like stuff like that's kind of important. But I don't think a lot of companies do it very well. I think it's like, it's not utilized in the most effective way. Remote work, that is. I can, as a last resort, I can roll some Herba Mystica for you to smoke, so to speak. You know the rules, chat. Puff then pass. Or it's puff, puff, pass, sorry. I've just been hired by a company whose entire business model seems to revolve around remote work. So I hope it works out, because I cannot work in an office anymore. That's fair, though. I'd miss my bed. I think a lot of people can be more productive or equally as productive from home. I think the biggest fear is that people won't be, but I mean, I say that as someone who like worked from home a lot and just watched movies. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly. Like if I had work to do, I could get work done. Like if I had an assignment that needed to be done, or you know, something for work, some like thing that had to be sent to somebody, it was done on time. I want to say in my 6 months of working, I maybe sent somebody something late one time. Internship from home, I was watching Twitch all day. Yeah, like towards the end when they especially gave me no work to do because they were onboarding new people anyways, it was 2 movies a day, 4 days a week. And I'd go in once to go hang out with my coworkers. But it's because my commute was terrible. And I would have lost my mind working there if I had to work in person every day, which I think is the beauty of it. But I think there is also value to like going into an office. So I think there's a balance that can be found. It just hasn't been found yet in a lot of companies. I'm starting to think they outlawed Applin outbreaks. For context, the date when I started time skipping was like in this October like 9th. And I did all through October. And then I went from October to February. And I've gone February through August. I have not found a single thing. Gotta go. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for stream, James. Pax, we'll catch you later. Have a great rest of your day as well. Thank you for the apples for good luck. Hopefully we'll have one to show next stream. We'll We'll catch you later, man. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you being here and hanging out. All right, you know what? Applin has lost its privileges to be in the top corner right now. It has lost its privileges. Like, what am I supposed to do if I date skip an entire year and don't find this thing? Like, what's the answer then? What's the answer then? I am positive that Applin can be in an outbreak. Yes, I've seen it. I just saw a Reddit post about it. I watched somebody do it on stream like a week ago. My encounter power. Still a dragon. Unless there's a sandwich that gives me like outbreak power. I don't think that's the thing. If it is, let me know, because I will change what I'm doing this minute. What's up, Radarn? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. You have missed me date skipping through about half to 3/4 of the year. According to Cerebi, it can be. Yeah, I saw somebody do it. I know it's possible. I just don't know why it's taken so long. I think it's just incredibly rare. But I watched someone do it in like 15 minutes. And I think it can only be in the tag tree thicket, so I don't think I'm like missing it by not scrolling around. Also, it pains me that they don't have a full map view with the outbreaks and stuff. The fact that this is the only like zoomed out map view sucks. And I hope they change that, but I doubt they will. Okay, we got another Sinisty outbreak. At this rate, I'm just taking the next thing that looks good and we're going. But there are other methods I could use, but I think the outbreak method will give me my best odds. Plus I have one singular Herba Mystica that I can probably use to boost my chances of finding a shiny. But the sandwich they showed used 2. Did you check the trick I told you about? Which one? I know there's one I can do where you basically just make a sandwich that's, I think it's dragon encounter power. And you literally just keep crashing into one tree in the tag tree thicket. That's it. Yeah, okay. In lag tree thicket. Yeah, there's a single tree that you can bump into a bunch of times that I was gonna opt to not do. But at this rate, you know, alternative options are starting to be heavily considered. See, I don't think I've seen a Dreadnought outbreak there yet. I think it's just incredibly rare. But apparently we're gearing up. There's another Sinisty outbreak. Are you joking? Apparently we're gearing up for another long stream, because it's not like I'm going to go through all this and then just be like, oh, well, I guess I didn't find it. And then just call it quits on the day. Like, oh, that was a good stream of just sitting in the settings menu for 3 hours. But granted, I've had stuff like this happen before too. I remember doing an entire stream to find Feebas I think it was about 5.5 hours long, and I needed to leave to get to an appointment. And this was right around the time that somebody made a thing online that you could put in like your trainer code and what day it was or something. It would show you the Feebas tiles based on your trainer code, and I think like the last 2 outbreaks or something. And it turned out that the Feebas tile was just the first tile, the very first tile that I had fished on that day. And I just hadn't encountered it in like the 3 times that I tried. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was actually like one date after the system was already on, but I messed it up somehow. The apple continues to evade me though, chat. We're getting into grab your pitchforks and torches. We're taking the tag tree thicket by force. But I could always do the alternative method too. I think if it goes on for like, I don't know, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. If I hit like 2.5 to 3 hours, then maybe that's where I'll consider alternative methods. Is there any chance to give you a percentage breakdown of the odds of certain outbreaks occurring? I doubt there is that information available, but I've been trying to find it for 2 hours. It's more like 1 hour because I spent the first hour doing raids, but the last, pretty much exclusively the last hour has just been this. Yep. Great stream content. I know. Settings simulator right now. Yeah, I'd say it's been an hour. My wrists are starting to get tired. I think I need to be waiting longer on the map screen too, because like that time I don't think it updated because all the outbreaks hadn't spawned in yet and updated on the map. So maybe I'm missing it because I'm not letting the update or the outbreaks update. But I'm just so fast at this. I've seen like Flittle, Magnemite, Floatzel like each 100 times, but no shiny apples. And I don't think it'd be on like specific days of the year. I think it is just randomized. Another Sinisty outbreak. Just to rub it in a little bit more. This is a fitting song for what we're doing. Normally I skip this one if we're like doing something fun. We're hyped up. We don't need that low energy, but right now we are in pain. I don't know why the outbreaks can't be timetabled or something rather than just being random. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, I think they kind of get away with it from not having outbreak exclusive Pokemon. Like if this were the case in, I don't know, BDSP, where you needed outbreaks to find certain dex entries, it would be outrage. But since this is pretty much just to boost my shiny odds and nothing else, I don't think it matters as much. But an hour of changing the date. And there's no apple to be found. Like, what more can I do? I've basically gone through an entire year's worth of outbreaks. And still haven't found it, which is... in concept, that's insane to think about. Like, if every day I just woke up, checked my outbreaks, and went back to bed, a year of my life would be gone. And I still haven't found Applin. It's just insane to think about that. So if you have the secrets as to where Shiny Applin hangs out, specifically the outbreak, are we sure this works? Yes. Because one, we have confirmation that Applin can be an outbreak Pokemon. And two, the fact that every other outbreak is changing every day clearly proves that the date skipping is working. A quick heads up. Oh boy. The Ditto outbreak is broken. So don't try to do that one. When you say the Ditto outbreak or Ditto raids? Just to be clear, because I haven't seen a Ditto outbreak. Which maybe the Ditto outbreak and Applin outbreaks are also broken right now, but at least you can change the outbreaks. Ditto outbreak specifically. Okay. I've also yet to see one of those, but granted, half the time I've just been focused on this one area and then resetting, so there's a good chance I missed it. Yeah, all the other outbreaks are changing every day. When you see it, you go to that place and you won't see any Dittos. Awesome. They didn't happen to discover that they had removed Applin from the game when they were looking for the code to fix that. But yeah, at least I don't have to actually wait this time, but it is crazy to think that if I did, it'd be like a year. Straight up 1 year of my life. Gone looking for apples. Oh, Dynamo would be cool if it wasn't impossible to see. And in the water, which just makes it a lot harder to deal with. Okay, well. This is actually ridiculous. Ice Cube could be fun. I feel like Ice Cube probably is a terrible shiny. But if I wasn't so damn stubborn, I'd just find another outbreak to do. But here we are. I don't know if it's worth trying the other method, because even if you get the outbreak, it's not guaranteed. Ice Cube is pink. Okay, that is kind of hype. We're skipping a month because I already did the entire month of October. Which, granted, it doesn't really make a difference doing that in game or not, but the Ice Cube outbreak is gone regardless. And it would be in the water, which the water outbreaks just aren't good. Simply based on like the picnic mechanics. Date skip by subtracting 1 minute rather than advancing 1 day. Oh, actually? Well, let's do what I haven't done in like 6 months and set the Switch's date to the actual correct one. So if I go back to today's date, what happens to outbreaks? I mean, they'll just change. They're not on like a specific cycle, so. My guess is that the seed is generated based on the exact date and time. That would make sense. So basically switching any variable changes the seed. Forgot to confirm the time switch. That's why every minute holds a different combination. That would make sense. The question becomes which minute holds the key to the mystery of Applin. All right, I'm looking this up. How to force, how to spawn rare massive mass outbreaks fast. 21-minute video. Yeah, that's fast. Those the shiny odds. Mass outbreaks. This is a long list and there's a lot of Pokemon on here I haven't seen. Oh dear God. Krogunk outbreak, I could actually use that too. Oh my God, this list is so long and I've seen like half of them. Oh, it's terrible. Granted, I haven't been looking, but Applin in the forest. Great. Control F. Forest. There are 53 Pokemon that can be outbreaks in the forest. Or the word forest is used 53 times at least. And I've seen a total of like 3 of these. Wait, Okay, it says Forretress only spawns in the forest as well. But we've had several Forretress outbreaks in the top left. So maybe up there also counts. I don't know, Chad. I'm suspicious of all of this. Guys, let's do a quick union circle and smoke a joint together. I promise the Applin will change color. The top left is considered forest too. Great, that's good for me. So there's a chance I just missed like 600 Applin. I'm also going to, as Radarn said, it says you need to be in the habitat of the Pokemon I'm trying to get. I'm happy to indulge in whatever conspiracies we come up with at this point. If you tell me I have to play the game backwards, upside down, like I'm not above doing that. I'm ready to make that commitment if need be. If it makes you feel any better, I've never seen an Applin outbreak either. I feel like that just makes me feel worse. Like it's so, I'm looking for something that is so rare. And that's crazy because what I'm going to do is look for the rarest form of this Pokemon. And to think that there's a better chance of me finding a shiny than there is of finding the outbreak in the first place, that's terrifying. Also, can I just point out how great the game runs and looks in this area? This is awesome. There are mass outbreaks occurring. Yeah, I know. I know. That message is probably going to come up 400 times. There was an Applin in that first tree. Was there actually? I might be smoking crack, but... Chat, I hate this game. I hate this game so much. This game sucks. I hate it, and it's dumb, and it's stupid, and it's not funny. Yeah. And before he never comes back, this is the last we see of him. Now, I started to make a coffee, but it was taking too long, and I feel like the bit was dying, so I had to come back and rescue it. I would say what are the odds? I know them, but that is just astronomical. That's insane. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's shiny, and I don't want to say it. So it's good that I started with, I might be smoking crack, and then we can just... There really was a better chance of me finding a shiny than finding an Applin outbreak. That is such a sick, cruel joke. Don't forget the Applin. If that's shiny too, I'll literally... Can't say that. I will just get in my car and I'll just drive. I just leave for eternity, chat. I'll leave the stream running, but... Just leave my stove on without the flame for a couple of hours and then come back. Wow, it exists. Who would have thought? Yeah, drive to the Game Freak office. Never mind. I came back for it and it lives. It can go tell its friends to gather up right here. This precise location. I think the top part of the screen right there is just going to look like that for the rest of stream because I've skipped so many days. I'm also going to go finish making that coffee now, but I'll be back to change the date again because I'm having fun doing that. So I'll be back, chat. All right. You can actually make a dragon sandwich and headbutt every tree in there. But that sounds like hell. Yeah, I don't particularly want to do that. And yes, this is leftover from when I did BRB eating lunch yesterday. There you go. All right, well. Thought that was an outbreak, and I was like, is that all it took? More raids? You don't understand how badly I need to find this Applin outbreak. You should check at least your 6-star every time you reset. I should. Chat, I'm going to... I don't even know what I'm... So realistically, if I just kept it on the same date as it actually is today and changed the time about 6 minutes, I would have found the outbreak instead of going through an entire year. This game continues to just... I think the most appropriate way is to just have its way with me. 2 hours later, here we are. Maybe it is about the habitat thing. I think it's just spite at this point. The game is here to spite me. But luckily, we get to hang out in 6 FPS. I don't think it has to do with anything about the amount of days or minutes you skip. I think you're right. I think that's me just making up an exaggeration to cope. All right, we found the mass outbreak. For like the 17th time this thing's gonna keep going off. All right, let me save. Good God, let me save. Okay. I'm certainly overthinking it for the sake of 1, simplification, and 2, to kind of be a meme. All right, we have 60 Applin that need to be knocked out. So let's get after it. These are also going to be equally as impossible to see as Sinisty, but the one added benefit is it is much easier to see the shiny. Murder dem apples. I should have had apples ready for this stream just so I could eat them as I shiny hunted. But I'm glad that we're here in a place with the rain too, that it shows how beautiful and how well this game can run. How beautiful it can be. Bro, Back's caliber is moving in 4 FPS. Run to the grocery store and get some. It's true. I could probably be back. I wonder if I speedrun it, how fast I could do it. I think I could do it in under 10 minutes for sure. I think like 6 or 7 minutes is where you're starting to get. The game is hanging on for dear life. It really is. It really is. Actually, that little bit ran well. That one little burst. And the crazy part is too, like, if I could find multiple shiny Applin, that would be a godsend. So I could have like a shiny Applin, a shiny Diplin, potentially a shiny Flapple, or Appleton, sorry, the goat. Are we an Appleton chat or a Flapple chat? And the answer is important, and I will judge you and treat you differently in chat based on your response. Flapple. All right, man. I want to see what the rest of the chat says, because we talked about this, you and I, but I stand by that Appleton is just superior on so many fronts. It's such a cooler Pokemon. Flapple, oh, I mean that's just tough because now I'm in the wrong here, but I shouldn't say the wrong, but I'm in the minority. I just think Appleton is so much like cuter and cooler. Like Flapple just looks a little bit scary. Appleton is so cute. Looks like an apple pie. I think honestly for the rest of the stream, those will not go away. That's crazy. It'll be really annoying to deal with too. There are mass outbreaks occurring, chat, and those mass outbreaks have dispersed. I wonder if it'll even tell me when I've hit 60 in this game, just because it's so backlogged on other stuff. I guess I could save, like, quit the game and come back. Maybe I'll do that when I hit 60. Just so it stops showing that on screen. But frankly, I will be honest, the existing Applin evolutions, their shinies are pretty underwhelming. It's just like some little part of them is green instead of red. Alright, Baxcalibur can't find an Applin to fight. That's good. Alright, I think that was 30. 2, 4, 6, yeah. But yeah, I do think I'll be able to judge the shiny from farther away at least this time. Okay, well at least we found an Applin. At least we found the outbreak. That just means that I didn't stream for however many hours today and only show you guys the menu screen. Which I think means I accomplished. When that becomes your new goal, I think I need to reconsider what I'm doing, but... Oh, wow. Look at how well it's running now. That's not... Oh, there goes Baxcalibur. Okay. Goodbye, buddy. And Flamigo is trying to kill me as well. That's good. Okay. I also need to figure out how to make an Herba Mystica sandwich. That's going to boost. Preferably it'd be dragon and shiny odds, but honestly if we find one that's just shiny odds, that's fine. We're already going to find a lot of Applin regardless. So, I don't necessarily think we need boosted odds. At least for encounters. Herba Sandwich gives Tidal Power level 3 and Sparkling Power level 3. Okay. I think I have the spicy Herba Mystica though, which... the third power is determined by the recipe, but you want it to encounter most of the time. Okay. Much of the shiny will probably end up being in a bush that I can't see into. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find the shiny if it's in there. That's good. I think I missed counting one of these. We'll see if we get a message or not about it. All right, that's 60 by my count. The outbreak still exists, so that's good. Oh. Let's stop doing that, Baxcalibur. Let's stop doing that. All right. Applin outbreak is still here, right? Yes. We're still good on that front. I gotta go, gamers. Good luck finding green apple. Thank you. I think you were here for the the most memeable moment of the stream, so I'm glad you got to witness that at least. Okay. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is just close app. Actually, because yeah, it'll keep that I've knocked out 60 of them, so. A save? Like the 9th time, I'm sure. I'm just gonna do this so it stops doing the whole thing about the mass outbreaks. Just to get that off screen. We got this banger lined up again. All right. The Applin counter is now back on screen after its hiatus. I should learn the lyrics to this song. Oh, this video has the lyrics, but they're also, you know, in French, so I have to figure out that part of the equation. In my French accent. All right. Now time to figure out how to make a sandwich that is going to give me shiny power and dragon power. We need sparkling power, dragon power. Is there any way to like sort? One tofu, one bacon, 2 avocado. Okay. I have 1 spicy herba mystica to contribute to this. And 2 herba mystica? I only have 1. Oh, that's your recipe. Okay. What do I do if I only have 1 spicy herba mystica? What then? What would I do in that instance? I have a singular spicy herba mystica to my name. You talk to your dealer for one more. Oh god. I think I just have the one. You can do it without the sandwich. It just would prefer to not have to do that, you know? All right. Make a union group and I'll help you. Come on. All right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You've suffered through enough. Aw, you have mercy on me. I appreciate it. 0533, that's the code. I appreciate it, Dream. Thank you. This should bring our odds from 1 and 819 to 1 in 512, I believe. That's what Chonk looks like? Oh yeah, I'm not in online mode. I thought doing this would put me in online mode. It did not. There we go. Sorry. That was on me. Okay, so with a mass outbreak, 60 Pokemon defeated, the shiny charm and meal power level 3, I have 1 in 512 odds compared to 1 in 819. I'm now connected to the internet. Now I am forming a group. H3S BR9. All right. What a stream so far, chat. We've had highs, we've had lows, we've had it all. That's all right. You're gonna bring 2 avocados and 1 salt. Now that I can do. No, Dream just... Why am I waving? Yeah, I have I have the salt. I just need to know. I need to make sure. It's still there. Okay. Oh, I'm joining. I'm joining. Oh, what a squad. This is incredible. Those shinies look so good. They look so cool. Koraidon's giving me kind of a funny look, but... And Roaring Moon seems kind of sus of me as well. My entire team's just sleeping. Alright. Oh, wait. I think I messed up. Trying to make sandwiches. The game does not want to see me make sandwiches. Make a sandwich. Okay. Waiting for the sandwich prep. I've removed my hands from the Switch controller. Oh, this is an incredible background too. You want to go creative mode, right? I assume. The Ultra Tower sandwich. Said I'm bringing 2 avocados and 1 salt. I have to go re-up on some of these. Oh my goodness. Oh dear God. This thing is going to be disastrous to deal with. Try to fit them in between, I guess. And put this one in the middle. There's so much avocado. Yeah, the bread does turn some funky colors in this game, I won't lie. Oh, toss that shit. Yeah. Let's go. This is the weirdest sandwich I've ever seen in my lifetime. Let's go. That thing looks there's avocado clipping through Pikachu's face. Yum. There's tofu through the bread. What a masterpiece, chat. I don't want to give a complete spoiler, but part of my idea, if we do a Scarlet Violet stream, like when the DLC comes out, which I think I will, very long stream, when I make food, I'm going to make a sandwich. I'm going to make a nice special Scarlet and Violet sandwich. My favorite is the tofu that is clipping through the left side of this bread. All right. So if I go... Thank you. If I go to the Applin outbreak area and I save, will that keep my sandwich power alive? That sandwich defies the laws of physics. You can only... Oh, wait. You only lose the sandwich if you close the game. Oh, hype. Or if 30 minutes go by. Okay. So if I... If I save... Well, I guess if I reset the game too, it doesn't matter if I saved. Is there any way that I can keep it from those 30 minutes going by? Or... Oh, my group has been disbanded. All right. That's fine. Like, is there any way that I can do this without having to make a sandwich every 30 minutes, or do I just have to do that? I mean, you're already kind enough to make one. Like, I'm not asking you to make another. I'm just trying to figure out for future reference, because you can save in front of the shiny. Okay. You should not need another sandwich. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. But in case you do, there is no way around it. That's fine. That's a risk I'm willing to run for these increased odds. I have 30 minutes of increased shiny odds. All right. So let's get after it, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can keep track. Let me fire up the old shiny counter. Which is just me typing stuff in on the keyboard. All right. One, two. Okay, not a whole lot of Applin spawning in here. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. All right. We're gonna go back to hatching Charmander eggs. Best of luck. I hope your Charmander shines very soon. And I appreciate all the help, Dream. Thank you very, very, very much for the last like 3 days of just helping me navigate this game. Because it is pretty obvious how clueless I am to a lot of the game's mechanics. Well, I think we'll do all 30 minutes of this sandwich. Hopefully we'll find at least one, if not more, shiny Applin. My biggest fear is just not seeing one in the bushes, which I guess I can combat by riding Maridon through the bushes, but just remember me when you're famous. Will do. Will do. Don't worry. I feel like you should not have to... Well, chat, I would say the shiny counter's at about 30 right now. It appears that our patience has been rewarded in the best possible way. Let's go! Shiny Applin. That was stupidly fast. Do we have any green balls? So I do not want to knock it out. Let's go! That's... friend ball? I kind of want to use a friend ball. Do I have false swipe? Do you have damaging moves? I need to be sure of everything here. Okay, it has rollout, sucker punch, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. So I think a false swipe. Can't false swipe crit and kill. No joke. I thought about that as you said it, and I don't believe so now. I'm gonna catch it in friend ball. It has a 99% capture rate. Okay. And of course, I feel like there's only one thing I can do. Do the honors of naming it Dream. That only seems fair. That only seems fair. All right, chat. There are more Applin to be found. There are like 17 that just spawned in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just walked back in because I forgot something. That's sick. Let's go. Shiny Applin is found. Random shiny Spidops has been found, which is just insane. This has to be like one of the weirdest streams in a while, chat. Just the like the sequence of events has been like comical to a point. I may now have a bit of false confidence with how fast that went, but the fact that we found one in 30 encounters, like that's still criminally under odds. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. That isn't lost on me entirely, but now we can relax a little bit. Like, there's no more of this intense pressure that I need to find an Applin, otherwise the sandwich is going to run out. I think after this, I'll do some raids for Herba Mystica. Because I'm so good at date skipping now that I can do it in like 4 seconds. So I can use that to kind of just bounce around and try to farm Herba Mystica. And at some point down the line, return the favor. We have at least one that we can turn into Applin when the day comes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just saw Spider-Hops lying face down on the grass. Bro, look dead. Alright, well, 2 shinies on the day isn't bad. I don't even know that I consider, like... I wouldn't even say I phased with Spidops either, because I hadn't even seen an Applin yet. But this is certainly more enjoyable than running into the same tree 100 times. So I'm appreciative of that, too. I do stand by that chat has shiny spam permissions, so if you see a green apple or something that you even think is a green apple, light it up in the chat. Like in this instance, you'd be allowed to spam because I might miss that there's a shiny Applin right there. If somebody didn't warn me that it was right there and right in front of me and right there. Do both Flapple and Appleton get apple acid? I am unsure. Alright. Master Ball? I feel like I'll do this one in the honor of potentially a luxury. That move is really good on raids. Ooh. Oh. I guess I could give it the old false swipe. So we've found apples at like 30 and 90 encounters. I feel like I'm getting incredibly lucky, right? Like this isn't just standard shiny hunting with Herba Mystica. Okay, so now we have one to at least either keep as an Applin, evolve to an Appleton, and we have one lineup to be a Applin. Has it even been 10 minutes? I don't think so, no. We still have... Well, that doesn't factor in the amount of time it took to get here. I would say it's been... If it's been like exactly 10 minutes on the dot. 6, 7, 8, 9... yeah, I think I've been blessed with some insane shiny luck. After searching through the time settings of the Switch for an hour today, the game has repaid me. Five, 6, 7. Are you just doing the whole sandwich? Yeah. Might as well. It'd be wasteful not to. And considering the pace at which I'm finding these, I might be able to complete the entire family shiny. But frankly, if I find 2 in 20 minutes, I could hunt for other dragons. It is true. I think though with the outbreak, it just makes more sense to keep it as Applin, and I'm happy to catch. If I catch 4 of them, then I'll go elsewhere. But if I could catch 4, it would mean I have Applin, Appleton, Flapple, and Dipplin all shiny, which would be really cool. But 2 is more than enough. If you press the home button, the timer freezes. Oh, let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. So yeah, in case I just need to like pause it or stall out for a couple seconds, I can always hit the home screen. It's good to know. Very, very good to know. And I think I'll take some time tonight to do some Herba Mystica hunting. Because if this is what hunting with Herba Mystica is like, I don't know that I can ever go back. Granted, I am having insane luck. Like back-to-back Applin in probably 5 minutes is insane. Yeah, I'm hooked on the Herba Mystica. You can hunt Dragonite because it has a great shiny. I've said it before. I will hunt for Dratini again, though. Dratini and Dragonair, they're so cool, and Dragonite is so bad. I don't know why they deviated from the colors it already was. It already looked so good. The game's trying to throw obstacles in my way, though, by adding rain, which just slows down the rate at which this game functions. I feel like I kind of have to redo Dratini in Let's Go for like the full circle moment, but at the same time, Let's Go, the hunting of Dratini in that is terrible. It's so bad. And I got so lucky that was over so quick. 3... But yeah, I had very split shiny hunting in that game. Pause for a second. Well, like the first 3 hunts took forever. And then the last 3 were like incredibly quick. All of them were like an hour. The first couple were like 800 encounter chains. Granted, I didn't have the shiny charm yet, but I was like, shiny Applin! It was the one for my picnic. I really played myself there. That's fair. I deserve that. I deserve that. 4, 5, 6. But thank God these stand out so much. That is at least redeeming of this hunt. I mean, it might be impossible to see the Applin themselves, but at least they stand out very clearly. 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just ride out this sandwich, and I think we'll do some raids. Thought the shiny was hiding from me there. But now I'm so much more relaxed. Like, knowing that I've already found the Pokemon I came for and anything else here is just bonus is an incredible feeling. It's 5 so far. And also, like, I went to the gym this morning too. I'm feeling good, chat. Today, minus an hour of it being spent literally changing one number in the Switch. It's been a good day, all things considered. And football starts tonight. Big day. I say football, I mean the American one, not like a soccer league. Sorry to disappoint those who thought it might be in a soccer league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've sent the recipe for sparkling power in the Discord as well. Thank you very much for doing those, stream. I really appreciate it. Soccer's not really my thing. It's not mine either. I played it as a kid and I was very bad. And my brother was really good. So that also made it a lot less fun for me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it got to a point where I was like I shouldn't say so bad, but like pretty bad to a point that I wasn't on the same team as all my friends. And after that I was like, yeah, I'm good not doing this again. Yeah, you take a couple too many soccer balls off the face. Like, they're, depending on the soccer ball, they're softer than some other, like, you know, sports equipment, but certainly doesn't feel good taking one off the face. So yeah, that was, I played a bit as a kid, and then I tried it again a little bit later when I was like towards the end of middle school, and then I was like, you know what, not really for me. No, just 204, not 1204. Jeez. Chat, it's been like 10 minutes and I haven't found a shiny. This is ridiculous. What is happening? Why have we not found a shiny? This is crazy. What am I ever to do? It's in Vibe City right now, honestly. 3, 4, 5. Got some classic black and white music going. Good old, like, tunnel gate theme. They didn't have to go so hard making a theme for a literal, like, thing you walk through in 4 seconds. And that's one of the things that stands out to me about like Black and White, Black 2, White 2. There's so many little things like that where they just paid attention to details. Like giving this theme like a, you know, even though you stay there for 5 seconds, it has a fully drawn out song. They have like the ticker that has the day and like the weather sometimes on it in there. Like it's so cool that it's a space that you in an average playthrough probably spend like a combined 30 seconds in the entire game. And it is like completely built out. I think the sandwich is probably running pretty low right now, so oh, 9 minutes. We are chilling. I thought it was like 4 left. Okay. There's still plenty of time and hope to find at least one more Applin. We're still 300 encounters under odds. Yeah, we're not even at half odds. We'll keep doing this for the next 9 minutes. And then I think an hour of raids. Roughly. And then call it a day. The funny thing is the sandwich odds aren't even that high. Yeah, they're the same odds as Masuda method in this game. If you have the shiny charm, it's 1 in 512. Which is like pretty I mean, they're good in the span of like the entire franchise, but in terms of more recent games, like I'm pretty sure I have better odds in the outbreaks. Actually, I know that I have much better odds in the outbreaks with my perfected dex entries in Arceus. I think those are like 1 in 200. But granted, you can't see nearly as many encounters in an outbreak as you can see in one of these. Oh. Didn't even see there, Applin, sorry. Okay, you are not shiny. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Might use my Switch Online trial to get a Masuda Ditto so I can hunt for shiny Froakie. Sounds like a plan. Can you get Froakie in this game? I feel like they might have added like a Greninja event that I never did, which now I'm regretting. But I know back then it would have been like, oh, I don't know how to do that, you know, 7-star raid, so what's the point? Only by breeding. Okay. I sent over a Froakie from Go. Oh yeah, that's way easier as well. I mean, I'm happy to trade you a Ditto. I'd need to do a little bit of work to get, I think I need to get another one. Speaking of another one, I need to bring another one over from my Brilliant Diamond copy, but I'm happy to do that to help out. Applin number 3 on the day. Still under odds by a lot. By a couple hundred encounters. But yeah, Radon, I can work on that probably tonight. If I can, like, get it to you in the next couple days on stream, if that works. Yeah, 4 shinies today is a pretty insane haul. Like, I have forfeited my right to complain for at least a little bit. because the shiny gods have smiled upon me very favorably today. They may have made me work quite a bit, but they have smiled upon me incredibly favorably. Considering that I found a Charm Odds shiny just the second I actually looked for any Pokemon today. Like the first time I was actually looking through any wild area. The average yield is 2 shinies. So I've reset many times when I didn't get at least that. So you just like save, make the sandwich, do your 30 minutes, and then reset if you don't like the haul. Because once like resetting would nullify the sandwich, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Now that I understand how one more mechanic in this game works. Slowly I'll understand how everything in this game works, but piece by piece right now. That was the end of the playlist. Now you see why everybody has a full roster of shiny Pokemon at their disposal for raids, right? Yep. I understand this now. I think any Didio you catch in Trade Me should work because I'm from the UK. Oh, word. Okay, then that makes my life a little bit easier. I don't have to look for, and I know my favorite thing is its name is Metamorph in French. It is the name of Ditto. So I don't have to go. It's not about region, it's about language. Okay, then I will have to go find Metamorph, which I'm fine with. Because I'm pretty sure you can just find it either like, yeah, you can radar for it in BDSP. Because I've tried to get a shiny one before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm from Brazil, but my game is also in English, so we're the same. Okay. Got you. Yeah, it's a very loose definition of foreign Ditto. Because it is technically from a foreign country, but I guess because it speaks the language, it is no longer considered foreign by Nintendo's eyes. Thought it was because that's how it worked in Gen 6. Sorry, no worries. Like I said, this will take me... Now that I remember that I can radar it, this will take 3 minutes to do. It's not at all a big deal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so anyways. I remember seeing him on with the USA tag. It seems like a pretty reasonable conclusion to draw from that. I think I forgot to add. Probably like 11 would make it 330, 336. Not the most accurate counts, but they're close enough. And they're accurate enough to know that I've been blessed with shinies today. We got 1 minute left, chat. We got 1 minute left on the sandwich. And half of that will be spent waiting for the picnic menu to open. Last looks, we got 5, 6 over there. 4 over here, 5 over here, 6 over here. Okay. Probably can get like 2 more goes. And I could also just keep resetting this outbreak with, you know, 1 in 800 odds. But I feel like 3 is good enough. I don't necessarily need a shiny Flapple. So. Sorry, Flapple lovers in chat. Alright, that probably does it for my time on this sandwich, which proved to be more than enough. I mean, I can always come back and hunt this off stream too later today, because I never want to see never want to try to find an Applin outbreak ever again. Alright, we got no Sandos, but that's alright. Yeah, I could always hunt another one without the sandwich or without the Herba Mystica, or I could go find the Herba Mystica and then come back. But the problem is I have to make that decision, because if I'm going to hunt for Herba Mystica, I'm going to date skip again. So, okay, so I am like, I'm so close to having 4 shinies that I could just bite the bullet and keep looking for one. But I'm kind of deciding if I want the 4th. I have 3, which would keep Applin. I'd do 1 as Appleton and 1 as Diplin. I'm pretty okay doing that, but I also don't think I will ever see an Applin outbreak ever again. So chat, what do we think? Do I take advantage of this while I have the opportunity? I don't quite think 2 Herba for 1 shiny is a good trade. I just come back to it after I've later after I've farmed more. Yeah, honestly, I'm happy with the 3. I think that makes the most sense to just keep it at that. That's already more than enough. I would have been happy to find 1 today. So I think we stick with the 3 I have. Maybe I'll get to... Yeah, I could just hunt Applin directly in the DLC. Not Applin, the new one. I could look for shiny Diplin out in the wild. Alright, let's do... We'll give the game one last chance. And then I'll just date skip. I think 3 is fine. I'm not really concerned with finding a 4th. I don't need to complete the set. Like, to be completely honest, shiny Flapple and shiny Appleton are both relatively underwhelming. Appleton either just has a green apple on its head instead of a red one, and Flapple is inside of a green apple instead of a red one. Like, it's cool, but it's not the most insane thing. And I just have this feeling that since I had such good luck before, the odds of me continuing on this incredible streak are more on the minimal side. Shiny Flopple. I think hunting for Herba Mystica is a better use of my time as of right now, because I think tomorrow I'm going to switch it up and play some Starfield. I've seen a lot about that game. I've heard a lot about that game. It's very popular on Twitch right now. I have a couple friends who have been playing it and say they absolutely love it. So I feel like it'd be fun to give it a shot on stream, see what we can do. Let's fire off this last picnic. I know I said that like 3 picnics ago, but just see if the game feels like showing me any more green apples, but I'm very happy with how that panned out. Let's go look for some raiding to do. Realistically, there are like 4 types that I can convincingly beat. So my options are a little more limited than they may be otherwise. So I'm looking for 5-star raids with a select group of Pokemon that are also Terra types that I can defeat, which is basically they need to be electric. It's like electric, rock, ice, steel, fire, poison, normal, pretty much any of those. Every time I see a Skiploom in there, I always think I'm seeing a shiny Hoppip, because it is also green. Like every shiny created in generations 1 and 2, and even 3 for that matter. Alright. At least get my LP from doing that, but... you can ice and flying now, right, with Iron Hands? Oh, that's true. Ice with fighting, yeah, and flying with electric. Makuita just spawned with a Carkol inside of it. That's disturbing. Just a little. Yeah, so we have to kind of basically find that trade-off between Terra type 5-star and it being one of the Pokemon that actually helps. What's up here? Nah. I also still can't believe that I had a shiny Pikachu that I never realized. Plenty of items though to help with just other stuff in the future, because I'm sure I will be spending plenty more Poké dollars as the days go on, to buy vitamins, to get all that stuff squared away, buying items to make sure my Pokemon are all properly kitted for the raids. Does anyone know if I could EV train my Pokemon in this game and then transfer them back to Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? I feel like it's probably designed to not let you trade stuff backwards but only forwards. It would make more sense. Because I understand very clearly how the training works in this game. It's incredibly easy. So if I could do it in this game and then transfer things back, I think it'd be a lot easier than trying to EV train stuff in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And I want to do that to defeat the Battle Tower for the Battle Star, or for the Trainer Card Stars. Now this is what, Indeedee? I think you can. All right, man. I guess I could just try it on one of the Pokemon I've already done it with and then go from there. So I think that could be a fun stream. Although it would show you what a bad competitive battler I am in this game. But I've seen some pretty foolproof teams that even someone with lacking battling skills such as myself can usually get through relatively easily with minimal decision making. Pokemon? Is that Braviary? That would be like a one stream event, I feel like, or maybe two, depending on if I fail, but ideally I'd beat it in one go and it would take like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours. So you have to win 100 battles in a row. Still nothing. Bit of a tough go here with the or the Terror Raid, sorry. Oh, we got a couple more we can check. Even those 6 Pokemon, realizing how rare it is to find Terra Raids for them. Granted, I am checking a pretty limited list. Given that I'm restricting myself to a very specific set of Terra types. Look at how smooth that ran. Oh. Running out of places to check pretty quickly. Which stinks. It'd be nice if I could find a couple of raids to do with the Applin outbreak still active, but farming Urban Mystica 2, so if you find a boosted one, I'm happy to join. Absolutely. Absolutely. With the raids, anyone is welcome to join. I have no way. No way. Oh, let's go, chat. Oh, what a day for shiny Pokemon. It's a beautiful day. Oh my god, shiny Goomy is so cool. It's so cool. Oh my god. That's so awesome. I'm going to make sure it can't knock itself out, so I have better chances of finding it. Body slam. Water Pulse, Rain Dance, Rainbow, Body Slam. I think we're good. Protect, Flail, Water Pulse, Rain Dance, Dragon Pulse, Curse, Body Slam, Muddy Water. None of those hurt it. So, False Swipe. I mean, I did save right before too, so I could always just reset. I saw a little bit of yellow and I was like, I'm familiar with what shiny Goomy looks like, and I need to find out. That's so hype. I feel like you're not a fast Pokemon. I hate to say it, it might just have to go in more of a regular ball. I'll toss you a luxury. I can give you that, but that is so awesome. What a day for shiny Pokemon, chat. What a day. You know what that means, everybody? Fire up your Switch's settings and just go sit in there for a while and think about your actions. Oh, Heal Ball could be cool. You're right. I think I have a couple of those. That's a good one. Luxury is like a good one in general, but unless you plan to evolve it in Hisui, nah. I think it's staying in this game. What do I want to name Goomy? Well, actually, I need to do this for myself. It's gonna be named Gomi. After the guy from Breaking Bad. Shout out Gomi. I guess Gomi's going to the box. But damn. We've now expanded the list. Mudbray has to be like the most underwhelming on said list, but we have such a good squad in here. Gomez, that's awesome. We have Icarus. I should have named this the Golden Snitch as well. That was the other one that came to mind. Shinesty. Overcooked Pikachu. Shocky. And Gomi. Gomez, the Goomy. So good. Chat, I don't think I could ask for literally another thing in this game for the rest of the day. Or for a while, frankly. Because it has paid dividends today. I'm just spamming A as I run these over, trying to get stuff, but yeah, now I'm on like shiny high alert. Oh, the life orb is out here too? Nice. I want to get one and call it Ash's hat because in the anime one falls on his head. That's pretty good. Oh, the national park. Mounds, only tier 3, alright. BRB, we'll catch you when you're back. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wow. I cannot believe what we have found today. Nor can I believe the journey that we have gone on to find said members of the team. I gotta go. See y'all later. Thanks for stream, James. Of course. Appreciate you being here. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will make sure to write myself a note to grab a French Ditto to trade whenever you're good. I'll make sure to do that off stream tonight. Oh, it's my boy Frigibax. Love to find a shiny one of those, although I don't even know what the shiny looks like. Thanks, no problem at all. No problem. Glad to help out. I've been assisted by so many people in chat that it only feels right that I can look to repay chat where I can. And this would take me all of, like I said, maybe 5 minutes to do, so I'm more than happy. So I don't think Ditto is like incredibly rare. I don't remember if I have the radar or not, but is that a Fampy? Aww. I didn't mean to slide all the way down, but okay, or yep. Okay, yep. Let's try to jump up on this side then. There we go. Yeah, not a lot of 5 stars in this batch. All right. Let's continue on over. It's also insane because Gumi was going to be on the list of Pokemon that I perfected next in Arceus. All right, over we go. All right, 3.5 hours. We'll go for a little bit longer. I'd like to do a couple more raids, but I also... There's a small part of me that wants to hang on to the Applin outbreak in case I change my mind later today and come back for a 4th one. I think pretty much like this little section here is the last I can check because everything else I think I've already done. Yeah, flying and 2 lightnings. And then I think... Not quite hungry yet because I had a really big breakfast, so... But I do have some other things. I wanted to get some editing done today because I have not edited a video in a couple days, so... I'm going to keep on working on some. And I keep on putting reactions in the title because I want to do some more reaction videos, but... I've just been having so much fun shiny hunting that... I haven't taken the time to like derail stream for a little bit and react to something. So maybe I'll start one of the next streams with a reaction. All right. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe I will I'll finish out these 2 raids and then go from there. Call it a day. Go work on some other stuff for a bit, and then that way if I want to come back to Applin, I can. I don't really think I will, but I want to beat the Sizor raid just because I got beat by them so many times before, but oh, it's not worth it if it's not one of the boosted Pokemon. I'm starting to see how hunting and farming Herba Mystica is a little bit frustrating. Oh wait, I actually need to knock this thing out. Relatively unrelated, but I need more Krogunk poison to build Drain Punch. I don't think that was nearly enough. Primeape, still no. This was the last of the raids that I can check too. I've checked all the 5 stars that I can actually beat. I could check this rock one, but I think yeah, after this, another pretty long stream, which I'm very happy with. So I think this will be the last of today. Of course, I picked the one that is in a cavern. I don't even know that I can climb out of. Okay, I can, but it'll take some maneuvering and some shaky camera angles. All right, so not the best point to spawn in on. It's one of those just wants to have drain punch in it. That would also save me a little bit of time. Okay, the idea was that I would spawn on top of that mountain and just fly over, so. Do this before I lose too much altitude and then get another running start. Rock Bruxish. An interesting combination. All right. I think that's all she wrote for today. And that's okay with me. We have a final haul of 5 shiny Pokemon in pretty much 2.5 hours. If you consider the first hour was just doing raids, and then another hour was spent realistically looking through just the menu. So realistically, an hour and a half for 5 shiny Pokemon is just absurd. And I don't think it's going to get better than that. So chat, that is what I'm going to bid you adieu, so I can do hopefully some editing, get stuff lined up for the next couple streams, make sure we're good to go for DLC day, all that good stuff. Does anybody know what time the DLC drops? I want to look this up because I feel like it drops at a very weird time. Welcome back, Dream. I'm starting to close down stream for the day. Look up Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC 1 release date. It's September 13th. What time though? I feel like it's at a really weird time. Because yeah, I think it's really late. Eastern Standard Time. So it might just be like, I'll stream it Thursday. So there's a chance, I guess, I'll just play it on Thursday instead of Wednesday. One day ago, new Indigo release date. I feel like that hasn't been released, but anyways, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. That's gonna do it for me, chat. Let's try to see if anybody's live to raid. Yeah, I'll basically just I'm trying to stay off of Twitter and TikTok and stuff, and there's like a bunch of videos that claim to have leaks and spoilers, but I don't really trust any of it. People just kind of throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, so I don't really trust many of the leaks or any of that. Yeah. All right, that's that. I'm not seeing anybody live to raid, so we'll save that for another day. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you hanging out, being here. I will be live tomorrow, but not during the weekend. So tomorrow will be probably another big stream, like a longer stream. I'll catch you then. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. I'll catch you later. Have fun. Be safe. Be well. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.